Hey guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Marie-Cristale. If you haven't been here before, I'm a mom of 3. I'm a full-time realtor, and as of a couple days ago, I am officially a Shipt Shopper. Which is why I'm making the video. I couldn't wait to share my story. I think Shipt is so cool. Like, if you are trying to make a couple extra dollars to, I don't know, have some pocket money or pay off some debt, or if you have like something going on where you feel like you're gonna need a couple quick bucks, it's a really good option. So I wanted to let you know I applied for Shipt about 3 weeks or so ago, and they were like, okay, it's full, you're on the waiting list. So I said, okay. So a couple, maybe like 1 week ago, I got an email that says, hey, we have space. I'm like, okay. So they were like, we're sending over your welcome package, I guess. I don't know what they referred to it as, but it was basically a t-shirt with the Shipt logo, and it was the debit card. So you can't start, from what I understand, before you have the debit card that they send you, because some of the orders aren't paid. You have prepaid orders and you have not prepaid orders. So you have to like go through checkout and slide the card and do the PIN number, and then you take a picture of the receipt and you go on your way, and that's that. So I got the t-shirt and the debit card on Saturday, and I did it on Saturday just to kind of try it out. Like, I was excited. I was like, cool, let me see. So I turned on the app. It was like a few minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, and they were like, okay, we have an order for you. I was like, okay. It was $21. It was for Target, and I did it. It went really smoothly. Like, the app is super easy to use. Like, it's I was kind of like nervous when I looked at review order, and it was like, oh, what do they call it? The items that aren't in the cart, special requests. There was 3 special requests, and I was like, oh no, how am I gonna do that? But it was so simple. Like, you click on it and it was like, okay, pepper grinder. So it's like, you go there, find the pepper grinder, there's like a description of it, you scan it, enter the price, and that's that. The special request is fulfilled. So super simple. The app is super simple. So I started Saturday. Not really started, but just kind of gave it just a see. Like, you know, it wasn't like a full day. Today was my full day, and I'll tell you about that too. So I did it Saturday once or twice. Let me check. I think was it twice? Yeah, it was twice. So I did it on the 16th, and I did a Target order that went very smoothly, very seamless. And then I had gotten an order for Walgreens. So I said, okay, the Target one was prepaid, but the Walgreens one was not prepaid. I had to use the card. And I'm not sure still what happened, but so I went to Walgreens, and luckily it was a super simple order. It was like a coconut water and something else. It was like super simple, so it took like 2 seconds. I go to the register, I slide the card, and they were like, it says invalid tender. I'm like, what? And they were like, it says invalid tender. And I'm like, it's shipped, like it's a shipped order. Did you enter that in as a shipped order? Like, did you do whatever on your side? They were like, oh yeah, it's just not working. I'm like, oh, okay. So I called the support, and they answered like that. Like, they tell you your wait time is 30 seconds or less. They mean 30 seconds or less. They'll get on the phone like, hey, this is Shipt customer service. So it was so simple. I gave them the order number, and they were like, well, maybe there's like a register error. So I said, okay, what do you suggest? And they were like, well, do you want to go to another Walgreens? We'll give you 75% of the order total for going to Walgreens. Would you like to go to another one? And I said, okay. Like, there was one, like, it was a super simple trip. It was literally like 3 blocks away, another Walgreens. So I said, yeah, I'll go to another one. But when I went to the other one, the same thing happened. So I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. So I called customer service, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're gonna have to do, but it didn't work again. And the cashier wouldn't talk to the Shipt customer service. They were like, I'm not interested in talking to them. I said, okay. So I told the Shipt customer service, I was like, well, the cashier said it's not working, and they ended up just saying, okay, well, for your trouble, I'll give you another $5 on top of the 75%. I said, okay. I said, I'm sorry. I said, I did the best I can, but it wasn't happening. It just kept saying like tender, not accepted. But then when I got home, so when I first got my t-shirt and my card, I put in my card number in the app. That's how I think I was able, because it wouldn't let me do it if I didn't have the card. But when I got home, the number wasn't there. So I'm wondering if it was like a Shipt app issue, like a processing issue. I don't know. But anyways, I put the card number in again, and I did another order at Smart and Final. I want to say the same day. Yeah. So the 16th, so Saturday. I did an order at Smart and Final that wasn't prepaid, and it went great. Like, besides some of the items weren't in stock, I just texted the client or customer, whatever, and I was like, hey, they don't have this, would you like this? They don't have that, would you like this? Like, the things you wouldn't even expect. Like, they had 500 variety of apple. Tomatoes was one of the things too that I had to substitute. But the thing that got me was they had like so many varieties of apples, but not Fuji apples. They had like every other kind, and I'm like, hey, they don't have any Fuji apples. Do you want another kind? They were like, Honeycrisp? Question mark. And I said, yeah, we can do that. So it was like super simple. The customer was super like responsive and everything, and it went great. That customer actually requested me as a preferred shopper. So I was like, oh my gosh, how nice. And they gave me like a 5-star rating, communication, and all the other criteria. The substitution preference, they were like, they made, actually I can let you know what they said. Let me see. If I go to stats and view details, exceptional shopper, I got that review 3 times, good communication 3 times, attention to detail once. I'm not sure. I never deliver people things with like, you know, like not great looking things. And friendly shopper 2 times, and good substitutions 1 time. And I know that customer that I went to Smart and Final for did 1 in each category, because that was the first one I got. I got a couple more. I have 10 altogether, 10 compliments within the 9 orders that I did between Saturday, Sunday, and today. So that was Saturday. So Saturday, between Saturday and Sunday, I completed 3 orders. Sunday, I did a Safeway order. That was kind of weird too. Like, the customer in that order wasn't responsive at all. And I was trying to text them like, hey, the blueberries look gross. Do you want me to just skip it, or do you want a different brand? This brand, like, I checked 20 of them and they're all like not in great shape. But I didn't get a response at all. And then when I went to drop off the groceries, nobody came to the door. So I called the support and I'm like, hey, do you want to try to give them a call? Like, their groceries are sitting outside. I sent them a picture, which is what they want you to do. So I did that, and they were like, yeah, sure, we'll call them. So the first 2 days, so Saturday and Sunday, I completed 3 orders. The Walgreens kind of released order didn't count because it wasn't completed, but it wasn't, I don't think it was anybody's fault. I think it was just like a system error because the card wasn't working. But so that one didn't count. So I did, from Saturday and Sunday, I did 3 orders, excuse me. And of those 3 orders, I earned $155.30. And that was so cool to me. I'm like, for 3 orders, $155. But how it broke down was an order pay and promo, and none of the orders were a promo. They had an offer for a promo, but it wasn't, like, I didn't qualify for it. It was like alcohol delivery or like prescription delivery, and you have to have like a certification for that and all that stuff. And I didn't get that yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna get that, but I might. We'll see. So order and pay was $67.35. The tips, and mind you, one customer didn't tip me. Not yet anyways. I heard people have like up to a week, but the tips that I did get, I always got them within like the hour, but we'll see. So the tips were $50.58, and then I think Sunday is the end of the pay period, and they put on there a guaranteed earnings adjustment of $25.91. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I think it's something specific to California shoppers or residents or whatever. So that was so cool. That blew me away. I was like, what? I made $155 in like 3 hours. Like, I was like, okay. So today, right, is Monday, and I completed 6 orders with no errors or anything like that. The card worked just fine every time. And 4 out of the 6 customers have tipped me so far. 2 of them have not. But one of them I delivered like late in the evening. The order was on time, but it was like late at night, so maybe they'll tip me tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. So for today, I did 6 orders. I earned $125.80. And the way that broke down was the order and promo, which again, there were no promos. I think sometimes there's promos that don't have the specific criteria of like, oh, it has to be a delivery only order, or it has to be an alcohol included order, or prescription or stuff like that. I think sometimes there's ones that everybody can do. And so for the order pay, I earned $82.11. And for the tips, I earned $43.69 from 4 people. So one of the tips was 20, one was $10.69, one was 5, and one was 8. And then 2 haven't tipped, but they still have time if they want to. They might. But yeah, it's like, it's a super cool app. I don't know if there's any like difference between doing the Shipt shopping on a weekend or doing it on a weekday, because essentially, I mean, without that California, well, I don't know if it's specific to California, I think it is. Without that guaranteed adjustment, I made $130 in 3 orders. And today I did 6, and I made basically $125. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know. I guess I'll find out next week. Like I'll know by next week if, you know, when the next weekend passes, and if I do 3, I should do 3 and see the difference, like in comparison. Like I did 3 this last weekend, and I earned $130 without that extra guaranteed adjustment. I earned $130 in 3 orders. So I think next weekend I should do it, maybe 3 orders, and compare. I feel like that'd be interesting. And then 2, essentially it's only been like 1 actual day. Like I did it today all day to see what it would be like to do it all day. And I might do it again like that for like a full day and see if it's like the average. But I mean, overall, I think that the Shipt app is super easy to use. It's really convenient. You put yourself on a schedule, and if you change your mind, you take yourself off. It's not like they're going to be like, you said you... No. If you want to work, you go in there, you click schedules, and it's literally like 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, like super simple. And I really like it. I feel like it's such a good option if you just like want a couple bucks for whatever reason. It's available to you to earn. It's so fun when you work for yourself, I feel like, because it's like It's like a game almost. Like it's up to you. Even in real estate, I'm a full-time realtor. That's my job. And it's like a game to me. Like when you work for yourself, not in the sense that you don't take it seriously. It is very serious, of course. But it's like, it's like, oh man, can I get this listing? Can I get this buyer pre-approved? Like, it's like a game. It's so cool. And I feel like Shipt is the same way. It's like a game. It's like how many batches can I deliver? How many, whatever. Like, it's really cool. So if you've been thinking about it, I would say, given the kind of trial I did over the weekend and today as kind of like a full day as a Shipt Shopper, like I think I did, today I started at like 1, yeah, like around maybe a little before 1, and I ended at like 4:45, and then I did one more during the evening, or 2, I think it was 2 more during the evening, something like that, whatever. But I did, some in the morning, I did some in the late afternoon, evening kind of thing, and it was not bad. So yeah, if you've been thinking about it, I would definitely say give it a try. See if it works for you. I mean, like most people I think that do Shipt have like a full-time job, but some people too, it is their full-time job. Like I think the potential is there. Like somebody that really was like, oh man, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get it done. And when you pass 10 orders, they let you do multiple batches if you're comfortable with it. Like if you kind of have learned enough and it's seamless enough, they will let you. Before 10 orders, they don't let you. They're like, we don't want you biting off more than you can chew, because it does get a little stressful. I would say if you don't have like communicative buyers, I mean not buyers, clients, customers, it does get kind of like when you don't know what to do, you're like, oh, what do I do? Like they're not texting me back. But like common sense, like the customer with the blueberries and all the blueberries were gross, I just removed it. I'm like, what are they gonna say? Do they want moldy blueberries? No. So yeah, that's it. If you've been thinking about it, give it a try. If you hate it, don't do it anymore. And if you like it, stick with it. Or if you just need a couple extra bucks, I think it's a totally kind of way to get it. Like if you say there's something coming up, Disney on Ice, it's like $300. You can make that in like a couple days and go to Disney on Ice, and you don't have to have a huge dent in your bank account. You can kind of, supplement. That's really good too for like paying off your debt. Like if you kind of want to just, like if you're feeling like, tired of looking at this, I want it out, go make a couple bucks, double up your credit card payment, whatever, like it's there, use it. But okay, I will see you in the next one. I hope you liked my story. I was so excited to share it with you. I was more excited yesterday when I had done the 3 orders and earned $150. I was like pumped, but I'm still like on the good side. I like it. I think it's totally cool. So, okay, see you in the next one.